So I am going to take this vehicle out of the showroom and let's hit the road, and I'll tell you the riding experience of this motorcycle. So this is the small dash of this motorcycle. Now in the left hand side, this is the upper tipper button, this is the pass switch, this is the indicator, this is the horn. In the other hand, this is the ignition switch, and this is the hazard light button, and below that this is the self start button. So I am going to take this vehicle out of the showroom and let's hit the road, and I'll tell you the riding experience of this motorcycle. So as you can see that I'm riding Honda CB200X, and the first, I'm so sorry that this motorcycle is not having the meter is not been connected with the wire, so as a result you can see that it is showing as 0. So the first thing that I have to tell you about this motorcycle, that this motorcycle is looking bulky from the front, but if you ride this motorcycle you will not feel the bulkiness into this motorcycle. So this is the first thing which I need to highlight. Okay, now the second thing what I need to tell you about this motorcycle is that this motorcycle is an adventure series motorcycle. So if your height is 5'5" or 5'4", you can easily ride this motorcycle. So if you can see this motorcycle, then definitely you feel that this motorcycle will be tall, but this motorcycle is not. Okay, so as per your reference that my height is 5'6", so I can easily planted my feet into the ground, so there is no problem in that. Now if I'll talk about the seating comfort and all that, so I just want to tell you the seating comfort is absolutely brilliant, so there will be no problem in that. So you can easily go with any aftermarket treatment, but it is not required enough. Okay, now another thing which I need to tell you about the shocker or the suspension. So in the front you will get the similar Hornet like the USD fork, and then the back the suspension is a little bit softer side. So if you are riding because of this combination, you can ride this motorcycle into the traffic, but yes, obviously because this motorcycle is a little bit little bit bulky, so that's the reason you cannot ride this motorcycle in a zigzag way. But if you are riding this motorcycle in a highway, so definitely this motorcycle will give you the stability. But yes, this motorcycle is modified, the Hornet has been modified into this motorcycle, so obviously you can feel in every bit. Okay, so that's the another thing which I need to highlight. So now let's take a U-turn from here, and I'll tell you that how beautifully I can do that. So the turning radius is quite impressive. So I am riding this motorcycle with pillion, so I can easily, without taking my feet down, I can easily take a U-turn. So it never happened with Himalayan. So obviously Himalayan is weighing a lot than this motorcycle, so you can expect a better U-turn from this motorcycle. So I just want to tell you about the pickup. This motorcycle comes with 200cc engine, so obviously you will not get that pickup. On top of that, it's a adventure series motorcycle, so this motorcycle is not made for pickups. Okay, so yes, that's a good thing about this vehicle. But yes, you can feel that this motorcycle is the modified version of Hornet in every bit. Why I was telling you, because the same middle console, the same switches and all that, and the main thing what I need to tell you about this motorcycle, the chassis is the same, so there is no difference between Hornet's chassis and this motorcycle chassis. So as a result, what happened, you can feel uneasy. Okay, so this motorcycle is not well balanced, that it's my personal feeling about this motorcycle. So if I'll talk about the now the headlight, okay, the headlight is not that great because it is scattered, so obviously you need to have an auxiliary lights if you are hitting into highway at night. So that's all about this motorcycle, I can tell you. And yes, the another thing that you will be getting the preloaded knuckle guards and where the indicators are mounted. So I don't know why Honda did so. Maybe if I'll talk about the design element, that this is one of the best thing, but if I'll talk about practicality, this is not okay. So you cannot ride this motorcycle without taking the knuckle guard. So yeah, so this bike is all about. So let's go back to home and I'll tell you that whether it's a deal breaker or not for you guys. Oops, this is very soft suspension, yaar. So chalo, let's go back to home. I have ridden this CB200X from Honda. So I'm going to tell you that some positive aspects of this motorcycle and the negative aspects of this motorcycle. And also before I end up the video, I just want to tell you one thing, that whether you should consider this motorcycle in 2020, 21 or 2022 or not. Yeah, so I have to tell you some positive aspects of this motorcycle, so let's start with that. So the first point what I like about this motorcycle, and that is the looks and as well as the riding comfort. So if I'll talk about the looks perspective, this motorcycle is one of the best looking motorcycle in its own segment. If you're looking for an adventure series motorcycle, and the basic thing what you can get initially before this motorcycle, and it was Himalayan. So in terms of looks, I don't like personally the Himalayans. If I'll talk about this motorcycle, so it is completely inspired by Honda CB500X. Okay, so this is the first thing what I like about this motorcycle. So this motorcycle is one of the best looking motorcycles. So if you look the motorcycle from the front, this motorcycle is a little bit bulky. If you would add accessories, for an example, that extended windshield or saddlebag tray or anything, okay, so if you are adding up this accessories, so obviously this motorcycle will be like a huge motorcycle and it looks good. And obviously if you are riding this motorcycle in a busy traffic, so obviously everyone will look at you and admire this motorcycle. So this is the first point what I like about this motorcycle. Now the second thing what I like about this motorcycle, not even this particular motorcycle, I'm talking about each and every Honda motorcycle have, and that is refinement. Okay, and trust me, this motorcycle is not gonna disappoint you in its own price segment, because obviously if I'll talk about the refinement, so this motorcycle is absolutely brilliant. So I don't get any kind of rattling noise, or I don't get fuzzy sound or anything from the engine. So this engine is absolutely smooth. Okay, so this is the another thing what I like about. So another thing, if I'll talk about the refinement, so obviously I don't want to miss out the third point, and that is the good build qualities. So Honda is mainly known for its engine and as well as the good build quality. So I'm not getting any kind of rattling noise from each part of the body frame. Or maybe this motorcycle is very huge and it will have so many plastic accessories. So trust me, I was riding this motorcycle in a patchy road and all that, but I'm not getting any kind of rattling noise or any unusual sound from the body or from the tire or from the chain. Nowhere I'm not getting any kind of rattling noise. So that's the best thing what I like about this. And it is having the rock solid engine, so which is completely planted into the motorcycle. So that is the best thing what I like about this motorcycle. So now another thing is what I like about this motorcycle is the lightweighted. So yes, this motorcycle is close to 147 kilogram, and which is the lightest among all the adventure series motorcycle. So what I can think of, so you can ride this motorcycle in if you are doing off-road. I'm not talking about the hardcore off-roading, but yes, if you are doing a minimal off-road, as I have said, that likely like 30% off-road and 70% highway tour. So this motorcycle will not gonna disappoint you. So what I can think of, so this motorcycle is very lightweighted. So yes, if you are taking any extra luggage, for an example that top box or saddle bag and all that, so you can easily ride this motorcycle into the highway with this accessory. So it will not gonna disappoint you. Yes, maybe you will struggle because of the low power, but still you can easily ride this motorcycle into highway with the full luggage. So that's the thing which I like about this motorcycle. Now another thing which I like about this motorcycle, the price segment. So this motorcycle is costing around 1.74 lakh on road in Asansol I'm talking about, but it depends on city to city or state to state. For Honda CB200X, it was Field Himalayan. But after Royal Enfield Himalayan, if I'll talk about the cheap and best motorcycle into this segment, and that is the Honda CB200X. So yes, if you are planning to buy this Honda motorcycle, so Honda Adventure series motorcycle, those who have a tight pocket, so you can easily go with this. बहुत हो गई अच्छी बातें about this motorcycle. So let's talk about some negative points about this motorcycle. So the first thing what I don't like about this motorcycle, and that is the balance. So you know, mainly Honda is known for its good balance. So I had CBR250 and trust me, it was absolutely phenomenal motorcycle. So I was expecting that definitely into this price segment, obviously Honda will maintain the same balanced motorcycle into this motorcycle, but I'm a little bit disappointed because obviously they are making this motorcycle into the same platform like Hornet. Okay, and Hornet, as you know, that it's a naked series motorcycle, so obviously they will extend the chassis and add up the headlight into little bit top side, and as well as they have raised the handlebar. That's the only difference what I can think between Hornet and this motorcycle. So I don't know why, because if Honda is planning to make any adventure series motorcycle, so they should do some R&D and they should comes up with a different chassis so that it will give you the proper balance. Okay, so trust me, if I was taking U-turn or while I was riding into the busy traffic, so I was not that confident while I was riding it. I know that this motorcycle is not for cornering or not for riding in a zigzag way, but still you can expect a good stability from this kind of motorcycle. So let's talk about Himalayan. So Himalayan is having the very good stability if I'll hit into highway or if I ride it into the busy traffic, but this motorcycle is not like that. Now another thing which I don't like about this motorcycle, the ABS. So Honda should give dual channel ABS. I know this motorcycle is costing around 1.75 lakh, but how can Honda will give dual channel ABS? But at least they can charge extra and make it as an optional. So I don't know why Honda is not doing this. And looking at the accidents in India, and especially if you are hitting into highways, should have a good braking power. So where Honda is lagging over there. So this is another thing which I don't like about this. Okay, now another thing which I don't like about this motorcycle is the long travel suspensions. So first of all, that I just want to tell you one thing, that this motorcycle comes with USD fork just like Hornet into the front, and the back it is a mono suspension. So while I was riding this motorcycle, so I was literally thinking that this motorcycle, it's having the stiffer suspension in the front, and then the back it is having a lighter suspension. So if you are into any patchy road or something like that, so definitely you will feel the bump in your body and as well as into your bike. Okay, so that is the thing which I don't like about this motorcycles, and because of this issue, so you cannot ride this motorcycle. I know I don't have any complaint about the riding posture. It is absolutely phenomenal. It is upright and everything is fine, but due to this lagging for the long travel suspension, what happens, so you cannot ride this motorcycle into the long highway for long time. So that's the problem. Okay, now another thing which I don't like about this motorcycle, and that is the headlight console. I know the headlight console is just like the same like Hornet, but it is completely scattered. if I'll talk about the difference between Hornet and this motorcycle, so I just want to tell you one thing, that Hornet's headlight is little bit below, okay, or it is not that on top, and this motorcycle's headlight is little bit in a topper side. So if you're riding this motorcycle at night time, so the headlights illumination scattered, so that is the thing which I don't like about this motorcycle. Okay, so now another point which I don't like about this motorcycle is that the windshield. So I know this motorcycle is looking absolutely phenomenal, and this motorcycle is looking bulky from the front. I was riding this motorcycle from the rider's perspective. I was seeing that the windshield is very narrow, okay, so it was not protecting the proper wind, okay. So that is the another thing which I don't like about this motorcycle. So बहुत हो गया negative, positive and all that stuff, whether you should buy this motorcycle or not. Yes, of course, those who are having, as I have said, that those who are having a tight pocket, so obviously you can consider this motorcycle. So this motorcycle is absolutely phenomenal into this price bracket, okay. But yes, you have to keep you need to think about the negative points of this motorcycle, okay, which I was highlighting. I hope you enjoy this video. So if you like this video, hit a like button, and if you don't like this video, so you can hit a dislike button as well. But no matter what, please subscribe my channel, that is the Bangalorean Bong, and hit the bell icon so that you will get the earliest notification. So, and if you would have any suggestion for any particular bikes, okay, you can definitely comment in the comment section so that I can try my best to arrange it, okay. So that's all my end, guys. So I have to wrap this video up, and please take care, bye, and have a blast.